Hi, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of The Cousins.
Oh, let me share. Is it still on Facebook?
It is on Facebook. Share it. Although, yes,
Don't you need?
I share it via the YouTube because that's just better that way.
I know, but you didn't teach us how to do that, Jay Sean.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to teach you how to do that.
Exactly.
I'm trying to get my life together.
What's going on?
Life.
What's
I
going
know.
on, Cuz
I just
Cuz?
hate it. Okay. Don't you eat that? That's not Tito's. That's
What's going on,
I
sis?
don't
Why you
eat
gotta
that.
get your life together?
Hey, don't you eat that?
Life is hard. Too
Oh, bless
much.
your heart. It sucks
I'm
being
I'm
an
ready to
adult.
go. I'm ready to go back to work, but things got to be in order to do that.
You sound like you've been crying. Do we need to have a talk?
You
No,
can't
no,
do. Don't
no,
you say that
no,
on the online, buddy. You say that after we get off.
no. I haven't. I just got finished walking with JD. I go walking. I try to go walking to do different things. So yesterday, what was yesterday? Yesterday I didn't do nothing. Sunday I was on the trampoline with JD for like 20, 30 minutes. So I kind of try to
You gonna learn about them damn trampolines. We are not built
listen.
for trampolines anymore.
We're not built for it because I was definitely tired.
I know it ain't the tired
But
part. It's you gonna bounce off that mug. You gonna
no,
bounce
not
off
with
or
the
bounce
net.
through. One or the other.
Not with the net. I'm all about safety. So I had the little net, the what you call them net on there and all of that. So it wasn't
Okay,
it
well
wasn't
you
too
you know you
bad.
was out here doing your thing.
I
So
mean, shoot, I need to be because I go back to work in
She gotta get
3 weeks.
PRT ready. Hey
oh, and
Michelle.
you ain't
Yeah.
how much work have you done? How much stuff have you been doing?
Listen, we're not gonna talk about that on the air.
I know. Shay said your glasses look like a filter, Michelle.
They do look like a filter. Listen,
I
Michelle
know
always
it
come in
does.
here camera ready. You hear me? Camera ready. I love it.
Yes.
Listen, don't talk about me. That was
Michelle is always in here serving us a look. You hear me?
wait a minute. This is the old, I don't know, an old classic look. I don't know what classic, but
You look
yeah,
like
that.
mom.
Oh, I
So
didn't
look, I
send it
saw
to
Uncle
Tanika.
Paul actually had watched this or chimed in too. Looked at us.
Really?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
where Mona? I could hear. Oh, there she go.
What you got in that cup, Mona?
Right.
She said, I'm
It's the,
minding.
Do we all got cups today?
Yeah, I'm about to get my cup. I'm just waiting on somebody to make. I'm my bartenders suck.
Well, I mean, because your bartenders are not legal drinking age.
Hey,
We ain't
no,
supposed to
it's the
tell
old
that.
one.
Now listen.
It's the old bartender. Tell people that you don't get child services for over
God,
here.
I remember there was a time that somebody used to say, "Don't be putting all the business out there." Good grief!
Cause you
I
know
be
what?
saying
The
that
old
now.
I know. I keep
Oh my
forgetting
goodness!
it's not just us talking on the phone.
So,
Mhm.
speaking of, well, welcome everybody to this new episode of The Cousins. It's March, y'all. It's March. We've made it to month number
Whoop,
3.
whoop.
I feel
We
like, I don't
made
know about the
that.
rest of y'all, but I feel like this year has taken 10 years for real. Um,
Listen, I'm over it.
just for all of you guys who are new, welcome to this episode of The Cousins. What we like to do here is just this is our time that we get together and we talk about life. We have fun. We commiserate with our family and you guys as well. As you know, as always, part of this is brought to you by Black Unicorn Magics. Don't forget that 25% off coupon at Colorful Magics 25. Also, the Patreon is now open. There is a first new video up there for our Patreon subscribers. That is patreon.com/KC Caffeine. As a note, it is not safe for work, so do not click on that video at work, and Mama, you can't look at it.
You know,
What? Now I want to see. I'm nosy. I'm still watching.
Man.
You can't stop me.
I mean, listen, if you pay your money, go for it.
but you think I worry about that.
I know. That's why I said it. No, but thank you guys for everybody who has been supporting the Patreon so far. It has been great. Special shout out to Chris Sandberg and listen, and Sandy and Johnny and all of you and Blue who've been supporting since the beginning. I really, really appreciate you guys. And there'll be more stuff coming on the Patreon soon. Also some fresh new shows that you won't see anywhere else, as well as the after show portions of some of your favorite shows, like All Black Everything and the KC Legend series. All of that stuff will be on the Patreon. Now that that's all done, what's going on, cuz? What's happening?
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
When I look at this, it says you be playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Listen, that is a thing that has been on Facebook. I know Facebook is giving us problems. I can't fix it. Paul sent it to me earlier and said that I don't know how to fix it. It just says that I've looked all over and it won't fix it.
It's been on there since we've been doing this.
Since we've been doing this, and I can't get it off.
Oh, okay. I just figured that was just something that you did on your own or something. Sometimes you like to, I don't know, float down from the sky with unicorns or something. So
we just gonna keep listen. We don't discuss the manner of my birth.
How long you been drinking, Jackie?
I just started.
Oh, she's a lightweight. It's been 9 months. Actually, no, 10. 10 months that she.
We're not gonna keep discussing the manner of my birth on this
been a
program.
long-
It's a secret.
It's
You're the
okay.
one
You
that
gotta build
said
your
it, so-
tolerance back up.
I know.
Listen, we gonna get back though, because I don't know if we want Jackie to get back up to
Your foot. Yeah, why
Listen.
look at your head? Oh my God, it's so bright.
Listen, JR, why you late? You were supposed to be here.
Well, I had it on my phone, my laptop, the internet acting funny, so I had to do it on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's why you look like
looking
that.
nice
Like-
and bright. I like it.
You like
Shining
it
bright
bright?
like a diamond.
So now that we've got all of the housekeeping and stuff out of the way, how's everybody doing? Welcome, CC. We don't get to see you very often.
Cece got her hair done.
Yes, I know. She look good. It look good.
I know I need to get my
It
hair
does.
done.
Look, now she
And
done
fine
clicked
job.
off.
Now I gotta find CC. There she go. Hey girl.
I know. I had to do
Hey,
the same
hold on.
thing.
I can't find. Oh, there y'all go. Yeah.
What the?
I had to come in with my hairdo.
She had to come in and floss for y'all.
Floating behind me. His
I was
nose
looking
just
like
exploded.
I was looking like
I
that.
like it.
Thank you.
So I want to start this episode off by saying I want to give some words of encouragement and prayer to the people of Ukraine, because what's going on over there ain't no joke, and so we won't joke about it. But
It's International Women's Day.
it is also International Women's Day.
Yes, it is.
And there's so many, and, all of these beautiful women.
International Man's Day.
Say what?
I'm just happy.
That's every
When
day.
is International
You
Man's
wait
Day?
till February.
Every day. Like every 364 days of the
First
year.
of all,
Exactly.
you couldn't even say International Women's Day, but then let the 30
Right.
seconds pause before you
It's-
brung up a man's day. What is going
Right.
on?
You all these
No, I got
women
too
in
much.
your
I got too
family,
much.
you were supposed to say something positive, JR.
Oh, was that?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
He ain't positive.
Y'all expected JR to say something positive? That's what y'all expected? Y'all expected that?
No,
Okay.
no.
I mean, it would
every
be
now
a
and then
nice
he
change.
surprises us. Every now and then he surprises us. The show isn't over, so we might get something later on.
True. Speaking of JR, you are here with
I
the
was
pop.
positive last week for your birthday. That was enough.
You know what? You're right.
You can't say something positive to all the women in your family.
Man, y'all ain't shit.
Oh,
Wow.
oh, JR.
Okay, remember that great value Buddha.
He ain't shit.
Not great value,
You're mad
Buddha.
when you need money,
Some of
and I'm
y'all
still
shit.
mad. I still can't act. I still can't cash app request you because you done denied me too many times. That joint is hateful.
Well, let me call Cash App and get that fixed. I'll let
I
you know
feel
when
like
it's
you
fixed.
need to because as long as I can't request money from you, you can't request money from me.
Listen, look at that. That's
I'll
that
just go
cousin.
through
That's
this
that
cousin.
twin love right there.
You can't. How you go? You can't go through my kid. Who does that?
JR.
JR, he asked my kids for money.
Thank
They
you.
grown.
I'm real.
He said by any means necessary, okay?
Right.
Yeah.
No, you
Once
can
they
do
grown,
like my
But you don't
kids.
ask Mike though, JR.
Yeah, don't ask
Huh?
Mike.
No,
I bet you don't ask Mike.
Mike, just like your ass.
What do you mean by that?
Cheap. Mike probably want to know what I'm using the money for.
You know what we was talking about, and I'm trying to get Candace on here right now. But do y'all? Somebody told me that you can't borrow money from Candace because Candace will be on top of you.
Yeah, that's how Mona is.
He said Candace,
He
not Mona.
said Candace.
Yeah, I know, but you gotta ask money for Mona in small increments in order to get something equal out what you needed.
I don't be doing no small increments. I don't have no money.
She says from her brand new house.
Mm-hmm. That's what she been saying. She been saying that all year.
That's how you stay rich. The rich
Right.
always scream broke. I told her and Michelle, y'all low key rich. I want to be like
Sure,
y'all.
I wish.
Speaking of, where Michelle go? She didn't left.
Did we lose
You
her?
know, she on her phone.
So JR, what you got in the pop culture sphere today?
So, y'all watch Bel Air, right?
No.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm sure
I know, Selene. I'm
y'all
the same
watching
way.
it. But they got 2 new special guests about to come on.
Who?
Aunt Viv and the mother.
Oh, you know what? I will watch it for those. Cause listen,
Like
Yeah,
the
they
real-
gonna,
the
but
real
they're not gonna play their mother and the aunt in the show. They're playing somebody else though, but they're gonna have them on the show.
because Black Aunt Viv is my favorite, or
Yeah.
dark skin Aunt
They
Viv.
I about to say they both was
her.
black.
That's why I be upset with the way they dress the new Viv, because the old Viv, she used to be fly.
See, I haven't. Paul was started watching it last night, and I didn't watch it. I've been watching Inventing Anna, but and that's something else.
Have you watched?
Oh, I said I was
the
going to watch
roommate-
that.
What's the one? The Roommates. The worst roommates ever.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
I
Yes.
haven't watched that yet.
Wow.
No, what is this?
You
See,
want a roommate?
y'all know I love a trash TV.
Come on.
It's real. It was real.
This is real life stuff. Like for
Like-
instance, I think it's in what is it, Pennsylvania?
Oh yeah, that dude, Philly. He was in Philly, Florida, and
Yes.
New York.
So it's
Did you see the one with the
Philadelphia.
old lady
And-
though?
Yeah,
Oh,
that was crazy.
That lady
No.
had like 8-9 bodies in her daggone back.
No, did you watch
What?
the ending? They said at the end, how many bodies did that old lady end up
91.
killing? 91 bodies.
91.
She had 91 bodies
Right,
on her.
but in that
Because she-
yard though, she had like 10.
And her, yeah.
Like
In
8
her
people, yeah, like
yard.
8 people in there.
Yeah,
in
my
her
thing is, you
yard.
couldn't
Like
give me my
this.
own grave. Like you killed me, I can't get my own grave.
Wait, she killed 91 people?
Listen,
So
when I first
she would kill and then she would get married. Well, she would kill multiple
she
people
wasn't
and
there.
then
She
get
was
married.
housing them. She was
Yeah.
housing
No.
them with mental people.
In the very beginning, she got married, which is why why her name changed and why she
Ah.
wasn't registered, because she ended up being registered as a convict or something. She had to do
Yeah,
something to
felon.
be registered, and then she wasn't registered anymore because she got married, and they couldn't. It was almost like she just dropped off the face of the earth because nobody did any checks on her.
Oh.
And then that's how she ended up. And then because of the last one that she was with, the guy, the sister was looking for her brother.
Yeah,
was
that's
like
how
she
she
would have
started
never
getting
went
caught.
to. That's how she got caught.
But she
But it
got
was
no. I thought
No,
she
that
got
wasn't
caught
his
because
sister. Wasn't she like
no, she the social
friend?
worker lady. It was a social worker lady
Yeah,
looking for
that's what it
that
was. She
person.
was
That's
just
how
his
she got
friend and
caught.
oh
social worker.
okay.
Yeah,
Which
but
one?
But between that one and what is it, Bachman?
I ain't see all of them
That
yet. But I saw. I
Yes.
started watching that
ooh,
first.
just wait.
Listen,
He
with,
was
Well,
so
I
bad.
now
He had
know.
listen
two
with
series. He had two.
the old lady though. I was like, how is this old lady digging those bodies? Like, how is she doing? And then they said that how she was making herself really look old when she
Yeah,
wasn't
she
really.
was only
Well,
like
she
50.
wasn't.
She
Yeah,
wasn't
She
she
old
was
was
at
like
only
all.
50.
50.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay, now
Listen, Grandma
I'm
said
like,
don't play on my. Listen, y'all
I'm
remember
sure
Grandma
there's
had
a
old
baby
lady
now.
strength too.
There's got to be
But she
something.
wasn't a grandmother. She
Yeah,
was only
she
like
did.
50.
But look,
Yeah.
you didn't see how they was like, yeah, she was donating all the money. She was a pillar of the community. You like this? She
Right,
was.
donating the dead people's clothes. It's
Well, that's what you do.
And then
It keeps the people off you because they think you're such a good person. They're like, no, not her. She's a great person.
She could.
like
That's
She
the
what you
could
do.
guy,
never.
the guy her next door neighbor was saying that it was a smell coming out of one room because he worked at a
right.
morgue. So he was
But
like, I'm used to that smell.
Listen,
what's funny
didn't I
is,
tell
can you
y'all
imagine?
when we
Look,
used to
can
talk
you
about
imagine being that person and you got the clothes from them and you like this? Like, damn it, I got somebody clothes, somebody dead clothes.
Oh gosh.
not dead people clothes.
Yeah. Hey, think about it.
I don't want that.
Well,
All right, Jan, what else you got?
sister.
Well, of course, y'all remember we talked about it already, but Bookman died.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buckman died.
Good
Yeah,
times.
I'm like Michelle. I had thought he
I
was
thought
already.
he was already
Yeah.
dead.
I felt like Michelle did. Like, I was
Well,
like, oh.
But y'all know people be killing people off so much.
I killed them all.
Listen,
But
I felt bad.
in y'all's
I thought
defense,
Matt-
they
I thought
always
Madden
killing
was
people
dead.
off.
I
Yeah,
thought
they did.
Madden was dead long time ago, and he just
Who?
died too. John Madden or whatever the.
I could have
Oh,
swore he
girl,
was
yeah.
dead.
I thought he had been dead. That's why I thought the games was.
That's gonna be the name and title of this episode. I thought he was dead already.
Yeah, I don't want to play that.
No, we're gonna make sure I be off the air quick.
Mhm.
I break on bad karma.
So I got another one too. Have y'all seen Kanye West's new girlfriend?
The one that looked just like Kim Kardashian,
Yes, she does.
just
He
like
got a
her.
type.
Did not.
He got a type.
Yo, did you see the video that he did about Pete?
Yes,
David?
I watched
Didn't
it.
see
It's
I heard
creepy.
about it.
It's
That thing creepy
creepy.
as heck. It's ugh. Have y'all
Oh,
watched
yeah?
this show on Netflix?
I have not. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I watched a little.
I watched the
I
first
watched-
episode.
I watched both of them.
Can I
The
get a,
first half. No, I
okay.
watched the first half. I didn't watch the second half. In the first half, honestly, it made me like him in the first half.
Mhm.
Because it's like literally him trying to get into it, what he was doing
Because he was
before
producing
actually
and
started
making music.
rapping
He
and all
wanted
of
to be a
that.
rapper. Yep.
Well, I
And he
mean, they
had
got to
one
think about it. We
song
all
with-
liked Kanye in the beginning. It's just this new Kanye we can't get with.
Well, you gotta separate the artist from the person. Half
Yeah,
these people ain't rap too tight.
Except for R. Kelly.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, he
Thank you,
is.
Mona.
Yeah, no.
We can't do that.
He all one and the same. Once you started inputting that shit in your music,
That's every time I think about it, I think seems like you're ready. I can't do it.
He makes me mad because he made some really good music. And every time you have to be like, damn it, I can't listen to that. But then you're like, damn it. You keep letting it play for
Like where was I at the other day, and they were playing they were playing the remix to Ignition, and I was like,
Oh my gosh.
oh, I want to jam out to this, but I can't do it.
They said it's like toot.
I was like,
Give me that beep beep.
Right.
Right?
like you should have
That's what making you so mad.
you should have saw me like I was like that.
mm-hmm.
Right. But in your soul, you like
Getting it. I was getting it in my head because I was like, this is a jam.
What you should have done is put out your water bottle and start spraying everybody in the face.
Yeah.
No, you know the one song, and you be like this. I want to sing it. It's "Hey Mr. DJ," and you like this. I
Yeah.
don't know who he was singing this to, but oh my god.
You can't sing that one? What's wrong with Hey Mr. DJ?
That's his
The
song.
R. Kelly version.
Now, there's more than one.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I'm confused. I thought we was
You ain't never heard.
We were talking about R. Kelly, so she's talking about the R. Kelly one.
You ain't never
R.
heard
Kelly,
that?
Hey Mr. DJ. What
Oh,
song
it's
is
a good
that?
No, I'm gonna tell you what song will get you.
J.R.
12
sing
play.
it. Yeah.
Oh, that's it. The 12
12
play.
play will get you. You be like, oh my god.
I can't. It won't get me because now I hear 12-year-old play and can't do it.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
That whole album, though. Damn.
See, now I hear 12-year-old play and I'm like, nope.
Chocolate Factory was my. Wait a minute, we giving him too much.
We give him too much airtime. We can't be doing that. I have one though. So-
Here comes Tanika.
JR, I got one. I looked up a pop culture thing for y'all. So do y'all remember? Shut up. What? What you say?
That ain't your damn job.
You right.
Nah, go ahead.
You right. It ain't.
Lane.
Last week you was doing your nails. Today you all on it, huh?
Well, you know. Listen.
It was.
Get into it. At any rate, so y'all know that show, The Boondocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Riley.
On the show ever.
Say what?
Hell yeah.
You know they were working on a revival for HBO Max.
Ooh, we
Really?
can't do that. It was so
I
much
wish
shit
they
in
would
there.
have came back during the Trump era.
But it has since been canceled. No reason given as to why.
Oh man.
I was so like, but everybody was coming back. Like Regina King was on board. I mean, everybody who's still alive. I was like,
Do you think it was canceled, because her son's situation, like maybe she just didn't want to do it, or?
that might be it. I mean, the thing is that they were trying to find a woman to replace Granddad.
No.
Oh,
Well-
they was gonna put a grandmother in there.
Well, cause he's dead.
Yeah,
John Witherspoon's gone, so they were trying to find like a grandma that they would have gone to afterwards.
Who was they gonna replace Charlie Murphy with? Remember, he was the white gang member.
That's right. He was.
Him and Samuel Jackson.
But I said that I was like, man, during the Trump era,
You know what?
like
That might be why it got canceled, because they was just like, you can't. The replacements, some people you just can't replace.
What was
some
the
stuff you
for
can't
Blackish? What's her name?
Jennifer Lewis.
Oh, yeah,
Jennifer Lewis would have been a fantastic grandma.
Oh yeah, that would have been a good grandma.
That would have been awesome.
I love her.
That would have been a great
You know,
grandma.
what's funny when the Boondocks was playing? Did you know that there was how they made fun of everybody? So they made fun of Tyler Perry, and he got mad and told them.
That
"You
is my
can't,
favorite Boondocks episode.
Listen, it's so funny.
He said, "You can't. I don't want them
I've never
playing on
seen
some
it.
kind of show or something," and they end up canceling it off because Tyler Perry,
Yeah, Tyler Perry's the reason it got canceled to begin with.
because they was making fun of him, saying he was a man really wanted to be a woman type thing or something.
Yeah, Tyler Perry, because there's 3 episodes that were never
Is he
aired
really,
on.
Is he really the reason it got canceled?
Tyler Perry and BET are the reasons why it got canceled.
He started that process because they was making fun of him, and he ain't like
Yeah,
it.
like he like all the men.
On that, Jason.
Say what?
Jesus.
You had a receipt on that?
Yes, it's on the I know it's on the commentary of the last season.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have all of the seasons on DVD, and they're talking about it on their audio commentary, and it is the three episodes that didn't get aired was the Tyler Perry episode and the 2 BET episodes, and they were like, BET is owned by Viacom. Viacom also owned Cartoon Network, and because of those episodes, that's why when they shelved those episodes, that's why Aaron McGruder left. Because he was like, look, I talk about everybody. Like,
All right. Nobody is exempt.
nobody is exempt. And if you guys would let,
one is when they had Chris Hansen from Catch a Predator on there
When this
with
cancel
the Booty Warrior.
listen, JR,
Hey man, that joint was
that joke was so funny. When he was like, I didn't come for you. I called you Chris Handsome.
know that's a real guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
Yeah.
he got out.
That's
He got
what
his
they
jail.
wanted.
Yeah,
time.
Fleece Johnson is his real name if you want to look him up on
How
YouTube.
you know his name? We
Because
didn't
I
all
actually
know
seen
it.
it. So I actually seen it before the Boondocks even came out, because he did a YouTube thing a long time ago.
Yeah, I
And a
seen
buddy
it
of mine
too,
showed
but
me. I
I ain't
said, who the
remember
hell
his
is this guy?
name.
That thing is too funny. When he said, I'm here for man's butt.
Yeah, I'm not here for little boy, but I'm here for man's butt.
He said we can do this the easy.
He said, now we can do this. We can do this the
Or the
easy way
That's
or the
what
hard
you call Chris
way.
Hansen. But see, I'm gonna call
I
you
don't
Chris
know
Handsome.
that the Boondocks would have been okay in this cancel culture because people are so sensitive now.
Okay,
They
so
wouldn't have.
we're
they
gonna
wouldn't
hold
have-
this off
they
because
wouldn't
I
have
actually
been
have
wrong.
some. That's our big discussion when we get done with the rest of this stuff. So,
Okay.
because I want to talk about
Can we
cancel
give a
culture.
special shout out to Uncle Ruckus. Y'all ain't talk about him. He's
I
Yes.
know. I know.
Listen, I want an Uncle Ruckus spinoff.
Uncle Ruckus was the dude who voiced Uncle Ruckus was the gay pilot on the gay attendant on Soul Plane.
Yes.
I did
Was
not.
he?
Yes,
Oh,
he was
really?
the voice of Uncle Ruckus.
I didn't
Oh
know that.
man. That's
Uncle
crazy.
Ruckus. I want an Uncle Ruckus spinoff show. Like did y'all see? Okay, so this was probably like 4 or 5 years ago. The Breakfast Club did an interview with Uncle Ruckus.
no.
It is the funniest because it's Uncle Ruckus
It's
versus
on YouTube. I'm
Charlemagne.
gonna have to look at it. I know
Oh
that's
yeah, I got to look at that. That joint
funny.
sound like that's funny.
Uncle Ruckus versus Charlemagne is hilarious.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
So guys, do you got anything else before we move on to our Ask the Cousins segment? I need somebody with some vocals to do that.
Michelle.
That's
Michelle?
But we
Michelle.
knew it wasn't you. Why did you try?
And
You
then,
sound like you just woke up.
What happened?
You ain't have to do that.
well, first of all, we get her off mute, and then she got to ask cousins.
Tanika, go ahead and sing us a little Ask the Cousins.
She's not
That's
following
funny now.
directions very well.
I'm sorry, what?
Don't look right. Don't do this and say ask the cousins. This don't look good.
Yeah, that looked like you asking the cousins for a little bit more than what you trying to.
Don't ask
What was that you were saying?
Jerry, me and you was on the same page because I showed was like, what is this? Why is she?
But
I mean, I could say what it was, but we're gonna get banned after that. So I'm just gonna shut up.
The best.
What they call it, a slap and
She was
tickle?
doing a Jerry Maguire. Show me the money.
That ain't what I got.
That ain't what I got neither, but that's what I'm gonna go with.
That's
what segment we moving to?
Come on, Tanika, give us a little song. Come on.
It was just asked the.
Just
the
give us a.
cousins. I heard her sing a full-fledged song. There we go,
Hey.
Songbird.
They go Songbird. Hey, Velma.
Go on, Deborah.
How y'all doing?
Hey, Velma. Look at that. I ain't seen you in so long.
It's good to see y'all.
Okay, thank you.
You're so fake.
She said, "Get me off this daggone screen."
Oh,
You ain't
okay.
have to do all of that now.
That's what she wanted to say.
Right.
Okay, go ahead, Jason. Proceed.
Okay, so for our first question comes from just so you guys know, if you send an email, if you got a question that you want the cousins to answer, send an email to kccaffeine@gmail.com and with the heading Ask the Cousins, and we will answer that on the air. But for now, these are coming from the Am I the Asshole Reddit thread. Always a good time to see. All right, here we go. This is the first one. I, 34 male, am getting married to Marcy in about a month. My brother Eric has 2 kids with his wife Wendy. Fake names. Marcy's a high school teacher. This is relevant. When I first met Marcy, she was very conservative. Her family originates from Egypt. She's 3rd generation American, but her family came from an area where it's not acceptable to show anything provocative. Marcy told me she wanted to dress sexy for once. I didn't mind. I like her the way she is and how she dresses, but it's her body, so do as you want. So Marcy and her friend Ann went out shopping. We went for dinner last night with Eric and Wendy. She decided she wanted to wear one of the outfits Ann helped her pick out. It was a fitted, long sleeve, white hooded shirt that was very low key, and you could see the strap of her bra. Laces crisscrossed the chest, and the bra was black in contrast to tie it together. Marcy's very busty. She's 5'3" and a double D, so obviously my eye was drawn to that area. I thought it was very attractive and told her she should wear it. She wore it with jeans and boots. On the way there, Marcy was talking about how nice she felt and was giddy that she was wearing something her family traditionally wouldn't have let her. Dinner with Eric and Wendy went well. It wasn't upscale, but it wasn't cheap. The average meal was about $20 to $25, so we were all dressed appropriately for this place. The dinner was fine, nothing eventful happened, but when we got home, Eric messaged me and said I should tell Marcy her outfit was inappropriate and that I shouldn't let her leave the house like that. I called him and told him and he told me Wendy was uncomfortable sitting across from Marcy and couldn't enjoy her meal with big boobs in her face. Eric agreed with her. He said it was awkward that they could see her cleavage and that it was the first time that she tried dressing out of her. And even said it was hard to concentrate because of her shirt. I told them that I didn't have a problem with how she dressed. I said Marcy looked nice in her shirt and that it was the first time she'd ever tried dressing out of her comfort zone. Eric said it was weird that they were just resting on the table for everyone to see. I told him Marcy is short and can't help where the table hits. It sounded more like Wendy caught him staring at my fiance and was either jealous of Marcy or angry at him. But neither means Marcy has to change how she dresses. He then called me a few names and stated that I would be concerned about how I looked if I worked in a school system, but whatever, good night, and hung up. As far as Marcy, as far as I know, has no idea this exchange happened. She was too excited to go shopping for different clothes after work today and has already sent me a couple pictures of things she likes on Amazon, asking if she'd look good on them. So am I the asshole for not telling Marcy to change and telling her shirt was appropriate? I don't think that I was. I thought she looked nice, but now I want to know.
The first person who needs to answer this question, the first person that needs to answer this question is Miss Brown because she works in the school system. Whoop, whoop. Go ahead. Thank you.
What the fuck?
First, if she didn't hear the whole story, because she eats it.
Yes, I did hear the whole story. I can
Okay, good.
Why was her boobs on the table?
There was a double D. Did you not hear?
Because she was short.
Yeah, the midgets in there.
That's what happens when you have big boobs. That happens.
And you're short. You can't.
Alona, you wouldn't know nothing about that.
You can't sit back from the table?
Is that the only thing that you got the whole story?
Right.
Was the fact that her chest was on the table?
Yeah.
I just thought that was funny.
But they probably weren't on the table. That was probably figuratively. But was she at a school event? Like I'm confused.
No, they was out at dinner.
They were at dinner.
Oh.
We can't hear you.
Listen, Selene breasts on the table right now. So
yes.
No, he got the ass out. I say let her dress to make her feel good about herself. Because if you don't do it, another nigga gonna come up and let her dress like that.
Yeah, go blow your nose first.
So I'm going to say how you dress during the week at school, at work, quote unquote work, is how you dress at work. When I'm out in the evenings or on the weekends, how I dress is totally different. So
don't we know?
Tanika, you had your thought wear on on the weekends. You got your thought wear on.
She be thinking she Nicki Minaj out here in these streets.
No, she don't. You're going too far. No, she don't. Go ahead.
Listen, you're not gonna do my cousin like that, okay?
Listen, Tanika, tell them hoes don't get cold. Keep it moving.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
I ain't never seen nobody running high heels before, but Tanika. So
No, Jackie. So how? As long as you dress appropriate for work during the week, by all means. On the weekends, like when I see my kids and my parents, if I'm out somewhere, hey, how you doing? I'm off the clock. So whatever I wear, whatever's out, not out of place, not in, whatever. Like, this is my time, not your time. So no.
Right.
I think she was fine.
I like it.
I feel like
I like it. I
The-
agree.
Because some teachers come to work dressed inappropriate at that. But we're not gonna get on that subject. But still.
Hey, yeah.
Well, there was a time when a pregnant teacher, if a teacher got pregnant, she couldn't teach in front of children.
I remember, yeah.
That was a long time ago. That was during Aunt Deborah's era.
I mean, I can understand that with these times, because these times you don't know what these kids are going to do.
Well, you know what I
I
think?
didn't know that.
I think the girlfriend was just jealous, but because the boyfriend probably couldn't stop staring, so she says, "You need to call him right now and tell him that was inappropriate." And she stood right there in his face, like,
Well, how about the boyfriend need to grow some balls?
"Hey, she got the good, I guess."
Well, the boyfriend said these boyfriends said you could wear what you want to wear, baby. I like you in it. You do what you got to do.
Right.
And that's all
I
that
don't
matters.
understand the reason. I don't understand the reason why she has to have some type of issue with it. In my head, boo, you either gonna go ahead, you gonna keep your mouth closed, or you just gonna not hang with me. I'm gonna dress how I want to dress. It's not what I put on is not. It's not.
It must have been from like a Middle Eastern country.
Well, see, the thing is, like the girl was from, like, she's from Egypt, and she wanted to wear it because she wanted to get out of her comfort zone.
Right.
But
So,
times have changed. You don't necessarily have to always. I mean, cultural. I get it. I understand it's tradition, but at the same time, things change. You can't constantly continue to keep putting me in a box, and I don't want to be in it. I'm trying to get out of this box. This is not what I want anymore.
Right. They should just
So
not
in my
no
head,
more. How about that?
I say, like, them ain't your friends.
right? That's how I feel.
Them ain't your friends. You're not gonna
'Cause I'm
control
sorry.
me and what I'm doing. Like, you can't. I don't have that.
And if you really was, if I feel like this, if it was really a huge concern, that's something that you would check me when you see me. Not you call somebody else or you talk to somebody else to have somebody else tell me.
Right.
I know, like, as far as this is kind of off topic, but I know as far as like when it comes to us and how we are, we'll say what we gotta say going up and then going about our business. You're either gonna like it and get over it, or not like it, get over it, or not like it and go on about your business. It's one of those. Like, you can't, if you really are looking out for me culture wise, you would say it to me, not go to somebody else and say it.
Well, I think that he would have. The only reason why he even called him and said something is because his woman was probably nagging the shit out of him.
Yeah, because I don't think he would have said
Otherwise,
anything any other
he probably
time.
wouldn't have said anything.
But if that was the case, then that means you got your own personal issues, because even after, that means if you had to say something to them, that means I was no longer in the room.
Right.
So clearly, you took a mental picture and it continued to, I don't know, upset you or aggravate you because you felt like you needed to go tell somebody else so they can check you. At the end of the day, that is all having to deal with your own personal issues, not mine. So you go deal with it how you feel like you need to, but you can leave me out of it.
I hear you. All right, so the next one is, am I the asshole for calling out my hypocritical, holier-than-thou uncle for having a mistress?
Wait, what?
Hold on. Just listen, because this is about to get good.
Uncle hasn't had one. Shit.
I'm a 20-year-old female, and my uncle, 48 years old, is one of those good Christians who always breaks the rules he preaches to everyone else and loses his shit when he's caught on it. I am a cam girl. Immediate family knows. Hyper-religious extended family didn't know. He accidentally found my cam girl profile, printed up images of it, and passed it around to all the adults at a family gathering. He wasn't aware my parents knew.
What's a cam girl?
Yeah, what's a cam girl?
That means
like they record themselves and stuff.
That means they get money by showing their parts and stuff on the internet.
OnlyFans.
Like OnlyFans.
Why did he know about
Hold
it?
on, he accidentally found it.
Nah, that ain't no accident.
That wasn't no accident. He got a whole account.
He was on that mug.
Okay. So he accidentally found my cam girl profile, printed up images of it, and passed it around to all the adults at a family gathering. He wasn't aware my parents knew, and then he berated them for loving me anyway. then spit out random Bible verses and vitriol towards me, calling me names I do not care to repeat. Background. He has a mistress. Surprise, surprise. Remember, church rules don't apply to him. My other uncle told my mother in confidence, and she told me, but ordered me to never repeat it because she wanted to keep the peace and it would cause drama. She said she knows her brother is a jerk, but he will never change, so we should just go along to get along. He has a separate apartment for regular meetings with said mistress. I was going to keep my mouth shut and just said, and what exactly are you going to do? And wait, I was going to keep my mouth shut and just said, and what exactly were you going to do on a cam girl site? Then my aunt came in and yelled at me and accusing her husband of looking at whores online. They both kept yelling at me, and in a moment of anger, I blurted out, "How's your mistress, by the way? Does she like the new apartment?" I said it without even thinking. I didn't want to cause my mom problems. My other uncle, the one that told her, yelled at my mother for saying she wasn't supposed to tell anyone, and my mother ran away crying. I went to comfort her and apologize that it was an accident, but now she won't speak to me. I feel like I had every right to defend myself against this hypocritical ass, the two-timing holier-than-thou uncle. And the rest of the family is upset with me for airing dirty laundry. Am I the asshole?
No, because they
no.
aired your dirty laundry first.
Hold on.
And
Hold on, before we get to that, Jason, what I tell you about proofreading this shit first?
JR,
That was coming.
Oh, you see it as is.
You over here stuttering and shit?
Shut up, JR.
He sound like you. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Steve Harvey.
At any rate, just answer the damn question, JR.
I did. I said, hell no, she not an asshole. She should have been put that shit out there. She should have put on a billboard for everybody to see the way he acting.
The mom, to me, is the asshole. Like, you just gonna let him talk about your child like that? And what he doing on the site in the first place? How he get the pictures? Because you got to pay for these pictures, buddy.
You know how he got the site? He was on there paying his subscription every month.
Mm-hmm. Using the tithes, probably.
That's where he found the mistress at.
I feel like this. Like, if you know, what they say before you throw glass stone, like
stones at a glass house.
Like
your own front door before you
sweep your own front porch. I mean, like, listen, if her immediate family don't have a problem with what she's doing, and she's making her ducats, what's it got to do with the rest of us? Now, you, uncle, you can maintain 2 households. Merry Christmas. I'm proud of you for doing whatever it is you got to do. But you can't tell me what I'm doing is wrong when you out here tipping and dipping.
But how you know the wife really don't know? Is she just quiet? Is she just spending the money?
But that don't mean you put my business out there and not put yours out there.
Right.
If you
No. I'm not saying.
We all getting put out together.
The spotlight off of him.
I guarantee the wife didn't know he had a mistress and was funding her lifestyle.
Listen, the way she talked about he ain't looking at whores online, she didn't know.
Right. So, nigga, what's going on with your picture?
She did know.
Somebody was calling me.
He might have known and just was, like you said, getting money. Like he was taking care of both of them.
But she said, look, but the mom said, or the aunt said, he don't look at whores online. So that means she has this.
He looked at him live in person. He got his own bed in the house.
Trying to cover it
At
up.
the end of the day, sometimes in order for you to continue to get the money, you still gotta play the part.
Ding, ding, ding.
So when it comes to the possible, now I'm not saying at the end of the day we don't really know if the wife knew or didn't know, but either way, the issue comes in that you basically wanted me to keep my mouth closed as they were continuing to dog me. Now, what should have happened is the brother and the mother should have had a conversation with the uncle, to let the uncle know, like, listen, you can't continue to keep bashing my daughter, and you got this going on, and left it at that.
Well,
A lot of that would have been solved right then and there. But you can't get upset with this one with someone who is younger, who literally it almost feels like you just attack y'all are attacking her, and she got bait. Like I mean, I'm sorry. All that
Listen,
information
I'm
she
gonna tell you
got,
right now. If you
I would
you can't come at
don't
me
tell me nothing
crazy.
that you don't want me to know. I mean, want me to say to somebody else, especially when you coming after me like that.
You're not
I'm
finna
gonna
come at
let
me
you have it.
crazy about something that you found out that I did. That you gonna expose my secrets when you got secrets of your own. Because I'm telling you what, I'm telling everything.
I would have
And if
told
you think I
Well, you know,
wasn't
I tell
petty,
you nothing.
you gonna know then.
I would have
I'm gonna
said,
let it
what's this break?
all out.
Because I mean, I gave you a warning. I'd be like, "You sure you want to do this,
Come on.
player? Are you sure this is what you want to do? Is you
I
sure
wouldn't have gave you no warning. I
this
would have
gonna be? You
said,
sure this is the
"Oh,
hill you want to die on? Understand?" And I done gave you that look like I. Are you sure this is where you want to go? I'm gonna give you a chance to keep yourself together, and then I'm gonna go ahead and let rip. But we got one more question that we're gonna do, and then we're gonna move on to our topic of cancel culture today. And this question actually relates directly with that. So, am I the asshole for not taking a joke and embarrassing a customer? I work in a bar. During quieter times, it's normal for customers to chat with me and other bar staff, especially when they're regulars. While I was working, a customer was chatting to my colleague and they started talking about me. I wasn't really paying attention, so I'm not entirely sure what led up to this, but the customer said, "Yeah, but blanks a bit spesh, bless him." I'm not sure if this is a term that's used outside of England, but essentially it's slang for special needs, like a slightly less offensive way of calling someone the R slur. Technically speaking, I do have special needs. I have pretty severe ADHD and dysphasia. I come from a rough background, so I'm not the most well educated person in the world, but that's something I'm working on. And there are certain things I struggle with, and I know I'm clumsy and can seem a bit dopey. I'm not stupid, not that I deserve to be made fun of, even if I was. But I know I can come across that way, and it's something I'm insecure about. I'm not normally confrontational in the slightest, so it probably came as a bit of surprise when I challenged the customer. I don't think I was rude, but I asked him to repeat what he said and asked him why he thought it was an acceptable way to talk about a person. He said it was a joke and he wouldn't have said it if I was really special. I said that that wasn't an excuse and I actually do have a disability. He apologized. I thanked him for the apology and he left fairly soon after. It was an awkward interaction. I thought it was completely reasonable, but my colleague said it wasn't necessary to call him out and embarrass him. I've asked others, and most seem to think I was well within my rights to call him out, but that I shouldn't have just let it go to avoid making the customer uncomfortable. Oh, and that I should have let it go to avoid making the customer uncomfortable. The reasons I've given to why it shouldn't be a big deal. You make fun of yourself all the time, so he probably thought it was fine. You do have special needs, so he wasn't wrong. Are you implying that there's something wrong with having special needs and he was talking to the other colleague and not him? Personally, I disagree with all these reasons, but I'm curious how other people feel since I'm aware this is a sensitive issue for me, so I'm not exactly impartial. Am I the asshole for embarrassing the customer?
Real quick, what was his special need?
He's ADHD and has dyslexia, like a learning
That's
disability.
not what you said the first time.
Is this? He's got
dysphasia or dysphagia?
dysphagia.
So
Which-
dysphagia is I'm about to read it to you. It's a language disorder. I looked it up. It's a language disorder. So
Like
it's
you hear
basically
things
they
different.
have an issue. Yeah. So it's people with dysphagia might have trouble putting the right words together in a sentence, understanding what others say, reading and writing.
Well, hell, Jason just had that reading it. So
I actually do have a learning disability, JR, so maybe you should shut up.
oh no, I'm not the asshole here, sir.
Personally, no. I don't. I personally, and maybe this comes from, dealing with some of that same stuff too. I don't think he's the. I don't think that guy's the asshole. Sometimes you do need to be called out on your shit.
I mean,
Oh, no.
I don't.
If it
So
was
I
a
think
joke,
it would
I
be
don't
different.
think so.
No, but see, this is the thing. When it's a joke, I feel like most times when you're joking about, like if you're joking about me, present and know that you're joking about me instead of me overhearing. So I
Right.
feel like when you overhear it, it's more so of talking shit,
Yeah.
which definitely can be taken out of context. So I feel like, yes, being at a bar, you know, you might have a bit too much alcohol or whatever, but at the same time, if you're talking to me, then okay. I'm
still gonna check you, but yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but when you're talking to someone else about me, that's talking shit. And no, I don't feel like he's an asshole. I would have made fun of his ass too.
And to me, I don't really feel like he made fun of him. He just asked him why he thought it was appropriate. Now, like, and this kind of ties into what I'm talking about, where we're talking about cancel culture. Because I think that there's something to be said about people being too sensitive these days, but there is something else completely, to me, where, like, this is also people getting called out on their bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, certain things just ain't acceptable no more. And, you know, we used to let stuff go, you know, to keep peace, and now we're not letting that go anymore. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that, personally.
It's not wrong, but at the same time, some things, you know, we've always been told to pick and choose our battles, and it just seems like everything that now comes out of somebody's mouth seems to be a battle, instead of, you know, just okay, whatever.
Right.
That's just your own opinion.
Laugh at yourself sometimes.
I mean, I think you can, but I also think that, like, so when I hear the term cancel culture, I think of, you know, people who say things that are like, we can't be canceled. Why can't we be canceled? Because we ain't nobody. You know what I mean? Like, we can't be like, who are we?
Right now.
Listen, I'm a queen. That's who I am.
Okay, but ain't nobody canceling you, Mom.
Yeah, don't say who we are. I'm gonna tell you who I am. I'm a queen.
No, I listen, I love all of that. I get all of that. What I mean by that is we aren't famous. You know what I'm saying? We're not influencing the culture or anything like that. You know, maybe someday, but right now we're not there. And so the stuff that we say, like, if you say something that offends me, I'm gonna come to you and tell you that offended me. Period, point blank, period, end of story. You know, and my ex.
Who are you looking at like that?
And
I was looking at your mother with this queen stuff. And I see where Jason get it from in his Fabergé egg of his.
Let me tell you something, Nick Roy. If
Jesus, J.I.
to like me, ain't nobody else gonna like me. If I don't think highly of me, ain't nobody else gonna think highly of me. So
You better preach it for Women's Day. Amen.
Bam.
But again, you can't be
That's
canceled.
right, you tell him, Mama.
What is this, gang up on JR evening?
Listen, every Tuesday is gang up on JR. You ain't realize that yet? Every Tuesday is up on your ass.
But here's the thing: if somebody says something to offend me, I'm gonna go to them and tell them, "Hey, what you said offended me," and my expectation is that you look at that in the sense in which I've given it to you and make changes in your life. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man!
But that's not what happened. That's not what happened.
Because the first thing I'm gonna say,
I get
who
it.
the fuck you think you talking to?
You. I would be like, look,
You offended me.
that shit you said offended me, and we're gonna have to talk about it. You know what I mean?
But it's different, but that's not what happened. What happens is somebody gets offended and they go directly to news. They don't go to the person that offended them.
What news is they going to?
What you say?
They go to social media, but that's because they go to social media because that's all they have. Like, they can't go to you. They can't go to that person directly and be like, "Hey, Magic Johnson, when you said that people who put butter on toast are terrible. I was offended by that. You know what I mean? Like,
You know what? Magic
But so,
Johnson just got
so,
offended.
so
He
because
about to
they're
cancel you.
offended, they can result to cyberbullying. That makes
I don't
sense.
know, but if you only have, but like, I don't think that. I don't think that's cyberbullying. I think that's a different thing. I can tell you, I disagree with something that you said, and that thing that you said was hurtful. I don't
Right,
think.
but
I can
why?
take that and I can be like, well, I
Why?
received what you said. I
So
may not
why?
have meant it in that context or however, but I may not change how I am just because I offended you.
No, I don't expect you to necessarily change how you are. What I mean when I say I expect you to take in what I said. You know what I'm saying, and really evaluate. Well, hey, how was this thing that I said? How could it have been seen as offensive? There have been times when I've been offended. I've said things that are offensive to people, and when
I say
someone
things all the time. That's probably why I don't think about it.
and when people say, "Hey,"
Me and
you
you are in
know,
the same category because I'm not changing.
Me too.
when people say, "Hey, that thing that you said was offensive," I'm gonna look back and go, "Okay, well, how was that? You know, how was?" I might ask myself additional questions.
Jason, let me ask this question because I think this is kind of important in a sense, because sometimes I think could it also be just the way that we talk sometimes? Because I think maybe it's just me. The things that people find offensive just by some of the things I say, I'm not meaning it offensively. It just kind of comes out that way. So what can I do to change that?
I'm going to ask this question, and this might get us letters, but I
I
know what you're talking about.
Sometimes it's the tone.
Solution. No more new friends. No new friends.
But I mean, even your old friends sometimes. But actually, Slade, I'm going to ask you this question because I'm interested in this because I've had the same problem. But I want to, and this really is a big one too. Are those people that you talk to normally of the Caucasian persuasion that find you? Okay, let's go there. Cool.
That was good, Mona.
That a good, Mona?
Like, I'm really trying to, and I say this sometimes. I think it's because I'm a black, or I don't know, because I don't think we're like aggressive when we speak a certain way. But there is an understanding in how we talk that when we talk to each other, it's not as offensive because we get it. You know what I mean? Like, we know where we're coming from. But then for the Caucasian folks, it's like, oh my God, like you really like.
I have been saying, and this is something I've been grappling with for a couple of, almost about a year now.
I think it's a lot of different people in general. Like, if you grew up in a house, you know, like, and especially in our community, you know, where your mother fussed at you. And like, you may have white friends whose mother didn't fuss at you, but you got some white friends whose mothers cussed them out too. You know what I mean? So I think it's all relative on how you were brought up. I don't think it's just one individual race. I don't think it's just black people. I just think it's how you were raised. And that goes from any nationality. Because, I mean, think about it. If you got Jamaican friends or African friends, they tell you how aggressive their mothers are. But I had a friend, a Caucasian friend, who told me that she got spankings. And I was like, what? Girl. You know? Because at first, you know, when you're younger, in general, you don't know very many people who got spankings.
Who didn't?
Of a different race? Is that what you're saying? Because I know some white folks, but I know all of it. I know white folks that got.
I know white folks that got their ass whooped. You know what I'm saying?
And to be honest, I think you're right in that aspect, Mona, because those white folks aren't offended by the things that I say. I think it's a little. You're right. It's different. It's the environment. It's where you know what I'm saying.
I
agree with that.
So I've been accused of, and I say a lot that sometimes I feel like we are saying the same words but speaking a different language.
Yes.
And because I get accused of being aggressive and dramatic and all of these things a lot.
Well,
and
hold
on now, see let's back up.
But that's you.
Don't say it, JR. Don't say it.
Let's back up, because here's the deal. You guys have seen me. You guys have known me all of my life. So you've seen me when I was really dramatic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, we have.
I am not.
Stomping up the stairs.
Which reminds me, there will be some family stories that will be said soon. So
Okay.
It's supposed to be this week anyway.
Supposed to be this week. We can do it this week. But I want to. I really want to talk about this because at this time, at 40 years old, I am nowhere near that dramatic child that was 13, 14, 15 coming up. You know what I mean? I'm different.
Well, you should be. You're an adult now.
I'm an adult now, but I still get, because of the way that I talk, and because of how I use, like, people just assume that I'm being dramatic. I could be talking about something that I don't care about. And they're like, oh, you're so dramatic. And I'm like, what was dramatic about that?
You should say, so what you gonna do? You're not gonna be my friend no more because I'm being dramatic? Is that what you're saying?
Well,
we're not friends no more.
I don't know that it requires that much dialogue. Sometimes you talk with your friends, you're like, stop being dramatic, and you just keep it moving. Is
Right.
that is somebody like really like, oh my God, you're so dramatic?
Well, no, I've gotten, oh my God, you're so dramatic, or we don't really fool with you, talk to you, like we were all friends, and you know everything about you is just drama. It's just so much drama. And I'm like, but I'm not being. There's no drama. Like I'm over here just living my best life. But if you're my friend, and here's like if I'm just telling you about my day, and you're like, you're so dramatic, I'm like, I'm not. I'm just telling you about my day.
I mean,
have you ever felt like somebody could be using
about an incident at work where you had to say something to somebody, check somebody, all of that?
Oh, I mean, I get that stuff all the time too. But I think.
But have you ever felt like somebody could be using that statement as a filler?
Yeah.
Like they don't really have nothing else to say, so they just like, oh, he's just being dramatic.
I think it's the new way of saying you're gay. You're so gay. Because I get sassy.
Is it? Or is it because people like you're extra? Extra?
No, it's because I get like, oh, you're so sassy, or you're so this.
I use extra all the time, so we can't.
You know what I mean? Like it's these filler words that you use that you don't because you can't say the word you want to say.
Okay.
You know, it's when someone says, "Oh, you're so." When someone says to me, "You're so sassy," you're sassy. I assume that to mean you're just telling me I'm a flamboyant gay man, which I know.
A lot for me is a lot just expressing not just the day, but just talking, and then when people's feelings start to get hurt, and I'm just like, what in the world did I say? Like, why? Why is this causing that? Like, I literally don't understand. And like you said. You know, the wording where I feel like we're saying that, you know, different words, same words, different, but, you know, used in a different context or something. Like, what was a word that was pointed out to me the other day? I think the word was, gosh, I can't think. Almost like disappointed. What's the word? Like hurt? I can't remember if I think about it. But it was like two words. And I was like, are those really the same thing? Like, I literally had to go into, you know, Google and like look up the word to see if they were like the same. But as you scroll down a little bit, then you saw that the words can be the same. But I did not know that because I'm looking at like the basic, you know, the words that I have to wish I could.
Ma, are you falling asleep on the camera? Is that what we're doing in the year of our Lord 2022?
Are we doing what?
Remember, she might not be asleep. She might have a head rush. She
pulling a granny. She rested her eyes.
Mommy was just eating. She might have a head rush.
Okay.
What's
she rested her eyes.
On the camera? Is that what Jason's saying? Turn the camera off. We on Zoom right now. We can't have her on the comments section. That's what he's trying to say. Oh, wake up.
She's not asleep. That's a head rush.
Yeah, but they're not gonna know that.
They're not gonna know that. That's what he's saying. It's like we
all
on the show.
He's just one person who sleep. We could have just kept talking.
I happen to look.
One poor me. You don't want her to turn into a meme.
I'm trying to stop my hair from.
Okay, well I was just worried. Listen.
JD.
Hey, I got something for you. It'll stop all the spinning.
What's that?
What is that?
We got some edibles and some weed if you want to get down with
JR!
JR!
I'm just saying.
Did you see?
The room ain't gonna be
Shane
spinning no
Duck is
more.
there.
Hey, I do got some more tincture, Deborah.
Listen, well, I don't know what was funnier, JR saying that, or Shay's face being like,
He's like, poop.
Shay did know. Shay's beside me, and he did look at JR, didn't
He
he?
did.
he was like,
He popped his head out like, what?
He got headphones. All he heard was weed. He did like this.
So, Jason, I want to go back to the talking about when you putting it on social media. You're saying like if Magic Johnson says something about somebody, and then people go and say they have their dislike in it.
mm-hmm.
And for me, that it goes to a level of cyberbullying. You don't know that man from Adam.
Right.
So if he make a general statement, that's his opinion, which he's entitled to.
He is entitled to. He's
media and you start trolling him, and you just keep commenting. That is cyberbullying.
okay. I agree that everyone is entitled to their opinion, but I also feel like you are not entitled. That doesn't shield you from the consequences of spouting your opinion out loud for everybody to hear it.
I think, okay, this is my opinion on that. I think on that situation that the person should have went to him personally.
You got food?
That I was offended.
Yeah, can you put some food in? Look at him. Look at his face.
Then you put everybody else in the conversation.
Yeah, that's what, and it was somebody who doesn't know him. That's what I'm saying. If he's generalizing, why give a shit about somebody who don't know you?
We all get because that is.
And we're just speaking in general. We're not saying Magic Johnson said anything.
Magic Johnson didn't say nothing, y'all. He's a wonderful person.
Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson's great. He's wonderful. But no, I think if the reason I said Magic Johnson is because he hadn't said nothing. He's perfect.
Hey, but speaking of Magic Johnson, you see that new show he got coming out? I guess it's his show about him and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, on HBO?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first episode was last night. Or night before last. I didn't watch it, but it was... Yes, Jackie.
Whatever happened to, back in the day, those things where they would say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me?
That doesn't exist. It's not true, because it's not true.
It's not true because words do hurt.
Okay.
Well, you're missing the point behind it. They trying to say, don't let nobody get,
Right.
That's
If
what
the
you
word,
they talk.
if that person doesn't know you, why do you care what they say about somebody who's like you?
But I guess,
I mean, it's something wrong with everybody in some kind of way. So nobody ever gonna be perfect in somebody's eyes.
Exactly.
I'm a person.
Everyone is perfectly imperfect.
I'm a person that kind of just, tags everything to money. So in my head, if what you saying ain't giving me no extra money or taking money away from me, when it comes to my paycheck, I don't care. But I do know that at some point in time, people have to get to that age to really start to be like, I ain't worried about whatever that person got to say type deal. So.
But those are things we teach our children, and we learned as children. But this next generation are not like that.
But I also think that I think that they're
behind social media.
But I think the difference is, and this is just my opinion, we didn't have social media to voice our opinions. So like we were able to, we lived in a world where we had celebrities and people who were famous that said stupid shit outside in their own corners, and we didn't know about it. You know what I mean? So like we didn't have this.
But a lot of times these types of things are what's being put on. It's happening in their own corners, but then it's being ouch. Then it's being put on social media.
But it's being put on. So, but here's the thing, like.
So
I look back to like what would my life, or how would I be if when I was 18 and 19 and in my early 20s there was a Twitter, you know what I mean, and somebody said something, then like how would I feel like I have to say something? I probably would, because I'm at the age where if you say something dumb on the internet, I'm gonna probably look at you, roll my eyes, and keep it moving. You know what I mean? But
because also that's because you're an adult now and you realize that there's no impact on your life.
Right, but I
Because
think
of
in these younger kids, these like that have grown up with the internet, like they don't have that because they've always had
their parents not raising them.
they've always had 24-hour access to celebrity. They've always had 24-hour access, and partially I feel like you know who does celebrity correctly, and y'all gonna laugh at me, but I'm gonna say it, Beyonce. Because you never hear if it's not about a project, you don't hear, she doesn't talk. Like you do not see her personal opinions on anything.
She makes an album about it.
Right. Not only that, but she probably got her a ghost account.
She got a good PR.
Oh, I'm sure she got a ghost account. She may have a ghost account, but like,
she probably say it on there.
But you don't.
The Beehive don't play.
But you don't have there's no point of like, well, Beyonce said this thing on the internet and people are upset because she don't say nothing on the internet.
But here's my thing. Why do we care what any celebrity says? I don't know.
Because we've always cared what celebrities say.
It kills me. I never have. It kills
I
me.
never have.
It
I
kills
ain't
me
never
to see how
known
people
they ain't gonna
will
scream for
argue
me.
with you over a celebrity, and it's like they don't know you. You don't know that. Why are you defending this person with your life? If they stood next to you, they wouldn't give a two shits about you. What you eat don't make them shit, and vice versa. Period. Point blank.
Okay, so you say that, but last week I said I didn't like that September song, and you was fit to cover my neck because I said I don't like that Earth, Wind, and Fire song.
Right,
but it's the same thing. We've always cared.
That was apples and oranges.
It's not apples and oranges because what I'm saying is we've always cared about celebrities.
I say that in seriousness. I said that in fun.
I know that, but what I'm saying is
it was a song.
But what I'm saying is we care about celebrities. We care about.
You care.
Yeah, you care. I didn't. They wasn't putting no money in my pocket.
Money in my pocket. They ain't feeding me.
Right. And don't get me wrong. I love the musicians, but I'm speaking of a song opposed to somebody saying, if I say, I don't like Beyonce, Beyonce can't sing, she sucks. You would probably lose your mind.
I would tell you that is categorically untrue because it is like it is.
You downplaying it now, but if me and you were sitting here and we were talking, you would be giving me the business over Beyonce.
I would tell you that no Beyonce slander. What I would say is the same thing that I always say, and that is no Beyonce slander shall prosper, and it is categorically untrue. But I want to go back to just as an idea. Think about this for 1 second. Now, we are, all of us to think about this. We talk about our love for a Denzel or Viola Davis or somebody like that. Hypothetically, you know what I'm saying? Hypothetically, now he didn't say this, but hypothetically, if Denzel Washington was to go on Twitter and say something like, I'm divorcing my wife because all black women are a problem and they're so hard to deal with. You would then have an opinion on that, right?
Yes, an opinion, but I wouldn't be like, I hate Denzel, fuck his life.
Right, but here's the difference. Here's where I'm going with this. So you would have an opinion, right? But you guys didn't grow up with social media. So you don't have.
But we grew up with Denzel.
Right. Again, let me finish my thought though. So you didn't grow up with social media, so you're not used to every single one of your thoughts being something that you could put online for people to see. So when
how you were raised though, like Mona said, because even now, and I wish my child would post everything that she thinking on social media. I wish she would.
Exactly.
She got a burner account you don't know about too. She got a burner account you don't know about too. But I'm just saying, that is this generation, and I will even go so far as to say, not even Tanika, your daughter's generation, but the one between them, they grew up with this idea because you pay attention and you monitor your kids' social media. The kids underneath them, they didn't have this idea of we know what the things to look for. Those parents didn't know the things to look for. So their kids, social media was like a wild west. All their thoughts are on there, and that's where these kids that y'all are talking about now from cancel culture, that's where they're coming up with. That's where they're coming from. Go ahead, Jackie.
I still think it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. I mean, I'm not saying it's not ridiculous. I just get it.
Personally, you shouldn't be defending them like they're your mama. It's ridiculous.
I have a
But
question.
I can tell you, I can give you when Twitter first came out, my kids were in school, and my youngest son, he was leaving to go to school, and I was fussing at him for something, and I dug in his ass about something, and so he goes to school. So I have been following them. Well, at first I wasn't following them on all social media. I just used to. They didn't really know how to work, and they were younger then. But I knew I would go in and see what they. So he gonna go on Twitter and make a comment about she said such and such and such and such. I think I had threatened to beat his butt or something. And so I said, he was in middle school. I went down there. I said, "Pal, consider yourself smacked. Get off of Twitter on Facebook. I said, get off of Twitter while you in school. I said, get off your phone while you on Facebook. I'm saying it all wrong. Get off your phone while you are in school." Because he was in school.
He wanted to make it known.
Right. Well, he saw right there. Get off. And I think I also said, what goes on in my house stays in my house.
That's the Black national anthem.
Go ahead, Jackie.
I want to know something. And this is something that was put on Facebook, and I want to know everybody's response, because I kind of feel like it kind of helps you know what's going on and how somebody feels. You post a picture, right? You post a picture on Facebook. Do you post that picture on Facebook for you, or do you post that picture on Facebook to see how many likes you get?
I don't post nothing.
I don't post nothing on Facebook.
But if I do, I don't really do that either. But when I do, it's for me.
If I post something, it depends. If it's a meme, I post it to see how many likes I get. If it's a picture,
no. A picture. Picture.
I don't post pictures on Facebook.
You take a picture of yourself and you post it on Facebook. Are you posting it on Facebook for yourself, or are you posting it on Facebook?
If I post a picture,
see how many
it's for likes, but for myself as well. But I don't post nothing because
I don't post nothing on Facebook. I don't post pictures on Facebook.
So
yeah, I think it's both.
So for the one,
I do too.
So if you don't get any likes on it, do you take the picture off?
It's my picture.
No.
I get that ugly mug right up there.
You gonna get this mug today, however it came.
Listen, like
So there
I'll
are a lot of people who post stuff about to see if they can get it shared and if they can get likes. If they don't get as many likes as they want to, that, and I feel like they're also trying to be accepted. Until you can learn to accept yourself, you will never fully be accepted by other people.
Right.
That is true.
So there are a lot of people who are posting stuff on social media for acceptance.
Definitely notice, like if I post something, I'm like, dang, I ain't getting no likes on that. I ain't do it just for that. But I noticed the difference between if I put if I post something that's just like random, as opposed if I post an actual picture or something cute, like I can get like a whole bunch of likes for one thing, but then like something that I really might want people to like and they don't like, I'd be like, man.
I don't pay it any attention. I literally post it and keep pushing.
You will see a lot of that because one time I was looking, and this girl was like, it was a picture of her laying there. She said, "Babe, caught me sleeping again," but there was a mirror behind her, so you could see that she was taking a picture of herself.
Right. Sometimes sometimes you have to be, be careful if you're going to try to scan. I don't post pictures of myself on the internet unless, very, very, very rarely. Because I just don't like to. If I post a meme, I wanted to get likes because I thought it was funny, and I thought y'all should think it was funny too. But that's basically it for me. we got a couple more minutes left, y'all, so we're going to end that conversation there. Jackie, you said you had a family memory you wanted to share?
Okay, wait.
He said that's what was supposed to be happening today. I don't have, because all of the ones that are with our siblings are all about me. Because I seem to be.
Are you talking about when you used to run up in the house and punch me in the face and leave? You talking about that?
I said, damn, that's a narcissistic
Damn,
of
Jackie.
you. It's just about me.
You talking about how you used to not like black people, Jackie?
Yeah, right.
Out there.
Ooh, Jackie, remember when you used to get your hair combed
a
and you
story,
screamed
a
for
favorite
everybody?
story about your sibling, not yourself.
Thank you.
Look, Jackie.
That's why I said.
Remember when you got your
The
hair
only one
combed
that
and you screamed, Lord Jesus, help me! Everybody that walked past you called our name like your mother was killing you and she barely had the comb on your head.
Listen.
Oh my God, that used to be so funny.
Or you talking about that time that you tried to that you got Brandy in trouble?
Oh my God, that's a classic.
Want to get in trouble, and then I told him, "You know what? I'm realizing I'll kill myself."
No, Brandy said, listen, that was funny because Mama was finna whoop that behind, and Brandy said, I didn't do it.
Right. She was all confused.
Jackie broke down crying.
Hey, Jason, wasn't you the one that tripped Jerry and made her smash her head in that glass table?
Yeah, that was me.
No, yeah, I told you. See?
I don't remember that. I do remember Soleil putting me through the table, though.
What? What you say?
You put me through a table.
Wait, let me put this out there before somebody else do. Y'all remember? So I can laugh at myself. Y'all remember when Selene used to leave and I used to run down the
Yep. It didn't matter it wasn't Soleil, it was anybody leaving it. You used to run down the daggone street.
And you'll fall down to her knees like a love.
She'd be like, don't go. She'd be doing that.
Nah, remember when Selene got beat with the cutting board and it broke on her butt?
That was like the best day. That was the best. My mom just knew that she was gonna get me with that cutting board, and I clenched them cheeks so she said, "They don't make no goddamn sense." Then she said she got on the phone with Glenda, was like, "You know what?
People are supposed to be like, oh my God."
Wait, do y'all remember the time Soleil ran away? And was in the neighbor house upstairs under the bed?
I ran away a bunch of times.
Wait, under the bed?
Yeah. You was in somebody's house under the bed.
Hey, Mona, remember that time Michael and Tez was going to run away and you made them sleep on a mattress with no sheets and no clothes on?
We had jail. We had jail that weekend.
Huh?
Yep. I mean, we had jail that weekend.
Yeah, they had to sleep on a mattress in their underwear with no sheets and no other clothes.
Cause they made the sheet rope, and she said, that's too easy. Give me them sheets.
Yep. I come in the room, Mike asked, looking out the window, trying to see if they had enough sheets. They done took my sheets out the damn linen closet.
They was gonna run away.
TV.
But this was because Mike got in trouble, not Tez. But Tez was going because he didn't want Mike to be out there by himself.
Of course, that's that brotherly love.
He loved his brother.
Y'all was escaping from Alcatraz for real.
Right. Come on, Dan. I took their pillows. I took their sheets.
Damn.
I made them shower and get in the bed. They could only sleep in their underwear. Then all Mike was worried about was if he could eat.
You give him bread and water.
I started to. I gave him pizza and water.
Damn, you like the bread.
That was a good jail.
Right, that was good jail. Wait, do y'all remember the time? Ma, you had one, but like before you do y'all remember the time that I refused to eat that squash? And y'all had to sneak me bread in the bedroom. Because Granny was like, you gonna eat the squash, you gonna eat nothing.
I played out.
I remember that, yeah.
Some food.
Y'all remember that time Granny tried to gum me because I wouldn't give her no goddamn peanuts? And I was holding her head back like this. And Reggie walked past me. And I'm looking at him like this, help! Because she like that.
Whose grandma didn't try to gum?
You? Oh, no, she stabbed.
She tried to stab JR.
Yeah.
She threw it at Jason.
She threw it at Jason and tried to stab me.
And I wasn't even doing that. You know how many times I got hit by Granny because she thought I was JR?
A lot.
Only you, JR.
That's when Jason used to turn into a diva and go stomping down the hallway. Come on, hit me.
I ain't even listen. I'm not even going to try to. Yeah, it happened.
Hey, Selene, what's new with what's her name? Linda or Barbara?
You can't say no names. No names.
Well, the lady.
The lady
I can't call it a hoe at a damn nursing home.
You can't say none of that.
Selene, give us a story about the free spirited lady at the.
And say Shady, you talking about the hooker at Shady Pines?
I like that. Shady Pines.
Y'all gonna mess around and get her fired.
I know.
All right.
We gotta talk about it another time.
Yeah, not on
With code words.
Yeah, we gotta figure out the code words that we can't talk about it on.
So coming next week, Shady Pine Chronicles with Cece.
Right.
All right, guys, this has been another great show. Don't forget, this is sponsored by Black Unicorn Magics, Etsy.com/shop/Black Unicorn Magics. Colorful Magics 25 is the coupon for 25% off. We also have the Patreon is live right now. Patreon.com/KC Caffeine. Like I said earlier, there's some new stuff up there for you guys to check out. Anybody else have any announcements or anything they want to talk about or share before we go?
Yeah, we sponsored by Murray's Hair Grease.
If Murray's Hair Grease wouldn't give us a check.
I'm trying to give you. See the waves coming in, don't you?
The wrinkles?
Those are just wrinkles on your head, dude.
Come on, the wrinkles?
No.
They spinning, nigga. They spinning.
You know what? We made it through a whole show without anybody saying.
Yeah, they did. Most did.
Aunt Deborah flicked them off, though.
Right. I said it twice. Or maybe 3 times.
And those shirts are coming. I actually am working on somebody with the design right now.
You got shirts?
It's a #shut up JR.
With the hashtag shut up JR.
You just make sure you put the Fabergé egg on the back of yours.
I mean, maybe. So those shirts are coming. Shut up JR shirts are coming. So
I need like 4 of those. All different colors.
Ron said can she get one in pink?
Damn, your girl even want one. Your nephew
Gabriel
said he would like one too.
Shut up too.
Oh. Gabriel want one in black.
In black? Okay, we're gonna make it work. At any rate, guys, thank you so much for watching this. If you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment and share it with all your friends because that's how we get the algorithm to do what it does. And we love you guys, and we'll see